Okay, can we talk about feminism?
Of course.
We have to mention it. We are two women, if you didn't know, and obviously there's a big push on at the minute of equality in the music industry. How
Hmm.
do you feel about that, Katie? You're obviously a female producer. Now there are,
I
I'm
am.
sure it's only
Yeah.
like what, 2%. You know the statistics, only about 2%.
Two. It was from one of the awards, and it was like out of all of these songs or albums, only 2.1% of the producers on it are
Yeah.
women.
Do you think?
So
I mean, obviously we haven't really done much apart from our own stuff, but do you
yes.
think you have or will ever experience any discrimination simply for being a woman in the music industry?
Um,
Or just anything you'd like to say on that?
I don't think I've experienced any. That's like it's a weird thing because it's like, have I or have I not?
Yeah,
Have I
I think in this,
has it
yeah, in
subconsciously
this
just happened, or
society, we're so used to it, we probably just don't even notice it.
yeah, like I don't know, maybe there was a time. I don't think I have an example, so I don't think I have. I probably will.
I think we definitely will, yeah.
It probably will happen. I don't know. It might be like, for example, I could get totally blanked, and then some dude next to me would go, "Oh, let's try this," and it's like, okay, it's like, hold up, I said that before.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
agree.
so something small like that probably will happen, but
Yeah.
um, I think there is a lot of sexism in the music industry, and because you don't see it unless you're behind the scenes yourself.
Yeah.
You're not gonna someone who does, I don't know, IT for a living isn't gonna go, oh, I wonder how many producers are female or how many roadies, and they're not gonna look at the behind the
Statistic.
scenes statistics.
Yeah.
They're just gonna probably think of, okay, not too many female artists. There
Yeah.
probably are, they're just not big.
Yeah.
And I think sexism in the music industry tends to stem from school environments, to be honest,
What do you mean?
because you don't see um, females being pushed to do creative jobs.
Yeah.
You'll get people who are like, oh, I've been playing drums or piano or guitar, I've been singing whatever since like the age of 6 or 7,
Mhm.
and there tends to be males who come
Yeah.
out that way, or it
Mhm.
tends to be they'll just you could have like um a young female in school who's like, oh, I want to be a singer, or I want to be a pianist, or I want to be an artist, or I want to
Mhm.
something creative, and you'll get some people who are like, that won't happen, you'll not make it. But if you could
Yeah.
get a young guy who's like, oh, I want to do that, and go, yeah, go for it. You don't see
Yeah.
many females being pushed.
No, I
And
mean, I
if
think.
you think back to our second year college,
Uh huh.
we were 2 or 3 females in our class,
Yeah.
in a class of what, 10, 11.
Yeah.
So it's very male dominated, and it's been that
Is
way for
yeah.
a while.
I think
And
back to
yeah, I think it stems from
the school
youth.
thing. Yeah. With that, I think you see a lot of the male artists out there have all their fans are like girls.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but you see a lot of like girls who are obsessed with boys, like the whole like One Direction and how there was all those,
Hmm.
and like Justin Bieber, you have the Beliebers and all that. You get like the big groups of female fans, and I think as a woman, you don't really see that. You don't have like, oh yeah, they've got all these fans who are girls, like, and I think that is why in schools specifically there's like that push on like, oh, boys will do better because all the girls will fancy them, but with
Hmm.
women, it's like, nah, you probably won't do very well. At least that's
Yeah.
how I felt. I experienced it. I think there is definitely a change now. You see a lot more female artists. Look at
Oh
Billie
yeah.
Eilish, she's new. And Taylor Swift is finally like, she's being a lot more vocal about it. Ariana Grande is very vocal about it. Rihanna, Lady Gaga.
Hmm.
Or at least they were being vocal about it, but I just didn't look into it. Whereas now
Yeah.
I'm getting older. I'm actually researching it, and finding cases and stuff, and it's like Lady Gaga once said that if you have a man as a in the music industry and he's sleeping with loads of women, taking drugs, just doing all this dodgy stuff, going on tour, staying up too late, he's a rock star. But if a woman
Yeah.
does it, she's a slut, or she's going out, falling off the deep end, or she's doing something bad. But
Mhm.
no, they're just women can be rock stars too.
Yeah. I think it's evolving. The music industry's growing. It's evolving.
Definitely.
There's a lot more initiatives and a lot more things now that
Yeah,
help women get into the industry and help
definitely.
promote women in the industry. I
Yeah.
researched. I can't remember their names. So I did research a year or so ago.
Mhm.
There was a lot now. I
Yeah.
think there's one that's literally called Women in Music, and
Yeah. I've tried and follow them all.
yeah,
But one thing, lastly, we'll move on. But
yeah,
literally, this podcast, I googled tips on making logos and that. So they said like on the internet, it was like try and pick very not
neutral.
masculine but neutral colors and don't
Mm-hmm.
promote your gender, which I just think is mad, but also understandable. I get like why, but it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous. So yeah, the logo is just black and red because I thought, does it look like we're women? No one can know that we're actually huge feminists. Dun dun dun. Yeah.
The